to the Bhavana. Perhaps you might have been here before to participate in retreats. But anyway, in my welcome speech, there are few things that I wanted to mention in here. First of all, I would like to welcome Bhante Rahula, senior meditation master, and also a senior yoga master who knows around the world. So I don't want to introduce him to you. He's world famous monk and also is a Bhavana monk who served as a vice abbot 22 years in the Bhavana. And the place where we are here now, it is also one of his energy, effort, results. So therefore, we don't want to introduce him to you, this audience. Most of you are already he knows. Sometimes perhaps you had been meditating with him and joining with him through online courses also. So Bhavana Society is conducting retreats almost 40 something years. Bhante Rahula and Bhante G, both of them started these programs here, benefits for all our practitioners, residents, and who are willing to learn the teachings of the Buddha. So, we as a Bhavana society, we are organizing these retreats to help people who are trying to learn the teachings of the Buddha as well as who are willing to uplift their spiritual practice and to achieve their spiritual goals. So in this purpose, to help you, we are organizing all these retreats. So it would be different topics. Year round, normally we have 12 retreats. All these retreats we organize with different topics, but mainly all the retreats are based on to practice generosity, to observe precepts, and to meditate. These three applications, activities are there with all the retreats. Not only the retreats, even other events, through the all the events. So through these applications, we can gain some very important thing which we call spiritual development or wisdom. Why we need wisdom? This is very important questions that we have to keep in our mind. In our whole life, we have been applying many things, many activities in our whole life. At the beginning of our life, we were playing with our parents, family members, neighbors, and other supporters. And then we started to go to pre-K, kindergarten, middle school, high school. Graduating from high school, yes, perhaps some of you are wanted to get into colleges or universities. Graduating from universities, that you were looking to start some kind of jobs, and then you wanted to earn money. Some of them were not satisfied with that earning, so therefore they wanted to find something more. They want to continue their high studies, going into graduate schools, and finding jobs, they're asking promotion. You started to buy houses. You started to buy a car, motorcycle, boats, and then you started to travel around the world. Sometimes you found a partner for your life, and with the help of your partner, you started to make children, and then you wanted to see grandchildren in this very life. You had been paying attention, doing all these things. There was one of great and very intention and painful attention. There was a one goal in your life. What is that goal? Even today that you have that goal. What is that goal? You have been doing all these things in your whole life looking happiness. You want to be satisfy yourself. You are searching something. Even today you are here to join with this retreat. Again, looking happiness. You have been going through all these activities. At the end, you did not satisfy there. That's why you want to try another different things. That's why you are here today. So it doesn't matter which country you are living, which religions that you are practicing, which ethnic group that you belongs. All these boundaries are not the boundaries about this purpose. Each and every living beings are looking to be happy and establish their happiness. So the Buddha is the one and only teacher who discovered the path to establish our happiness, who explained the path to maintain that happiness and to gain that happiness. Very important thing is to gain that happiness. The Buddha is the only religious leader, a teacher who was able to find it. How the Buddha found all these things? Spending millions, billions years doing researches, the Buddha was found in this path. Then spending 45 years delivering 84,000 sermons out of compassion, the Buddha explained the path, the way how we can achieve that happiness, how we can gain our peace, how we can establish our peace. All these things that Buddha explained, spent in that 45 years as a Buddha, realizing himself, attaining enlightenment himself, and then the Buddha explained everything. So the purpose of this practice is to gain wisdom. Without gaining wisdom, there's no way to be happy, establish happiness. So we as a Buddhist practitioner, we as a spiritual developer, we are willing to be happy gaining wisdom. How we can gain wisdom? This is very important. Without developing mindfulness, without gaining concentration, there is no way to gain your wisdom. What is the meaning of wisdom? Wisdom means thinking ability, to think deeply, widely, and quickly. This is wisdom. This qualification is very important to see things as they are. When we are able to see things as they are, so you can satisfy that. There's nothing to worry. You can see the nature. You can see the reality. So that is the moment that we can get rid of all unhappy stages from our mind. Until that, we have desire, we have ignorance. Whenever we have desire and ignorance, anger was seen. So we are living with these defilements. So how much that we can control these defilements, that much we can be happy. when we are controlling these defilements, developing our mind, gaining our mind, gaining mindfulness, concentration, and wisdom. So, 7 factors of enlightenment are the results that you're going to enjoy. That you're going to enjoy. Rapture is arising there. All other mental qualities are rising there, including thinking ability. So you can see things as they are. So you don't have to worry there. There is no reasons to worry. So we as mundane, following these applications, we can enjoy in mundane level, continue in our practice and develop in, yes, of course, one day we can enter that supramundane level. So that is our purpose. So these wishes are not only for the Buddhists. This wishes is the wishes who are willing, who are maintaining all living beings, not even just human beings. Even the animals and the other creatures have same goal in their life, to be happy. That is the goal. So we are lucky being born as human beings, and also rarely we got opportunity to listen to these kind of teachings. This is a very rare opportunity. You have so many opportunity for entertainment, but you don't have much opportunity to listen and practice to develop your insight. It is kind of rare thing in this mundane world, particularly in this 21st century. But there are so many facilities. If someone have interest, they can connect with and they can gain that knowledge. They can practice together with connecting with others. But it is not easy. And not only that, even in our conditions, mundane conditions are not supporting us to practice. Always we have weaknesses which come in through our ignorance, desire, and hatred. So these are not supporting for our spiritual development. Now, as a practitioner, we have to keep in our mind, what are the barriers for my practice? Barriers are here: defilements, desire, hatred, ignorance. So therefore, as a first duty, as responsibility of it, as a first responsibility, we have to take care of this desire, ignorance, and these unwholesome thoughts. How much we can control, that much happiness that we can see increasing there in our mind. So keeping these basic things, you can join with us in these retreats to develop your insight, to develop your insight. As I mentioned, there are 3 applications that you can apply, that you must have to apply in these retreats. Practicing generosity, observing precepts, and meditation. These 3 applications are supposed to go together. Traditional Buddhist followers, they are always paying attention to practice generosity, fading away with the other 2 applications. Westerners always trying to practice meditation, and they are not paying much attention to practice generosity and precepts. We, as a person who can understand the path, therefore, we not supposed to get into any of these extremes. We have to apply these 3 applications together. Dhamma is not something only for particular time period. Dhamma should be applied each and every moment. That is mindfulness. That is mindfulness. So observances are part of this Dhamma. Now in this retreats, you have time period, pay full attention about your practice and be mindful, pay full attention on your practice, particularly about observances and the way how you can develop your generousness and the way how you can meditate. So through these applications, you can see the results. Seeing that results, when you're going back to normal life, mundane life, hustle bustle life, you have to be mindful even while you are working, while you are engaging with your daily routines. You have opportunity and you have a skill. You have to have a skill to apply Dhamma. To apply Dhamma. This is very important. There are people who always say, "Oh, we don't have time to practice Dhamma." That is not real answer. That is not the real thought that we have to keep in our mind. To practice Dhamma, you don't try to find separate time. When you are living, while you are living, being mindful, you can practice Dhamma. For example, as a taxi driver, if you are able to do your job gently, honestly, sincerely, you are practicing Dhamma. As a teacher, as a nurse, as a doctor, not only that, even as a tailor in the bank, you can apply Dhamma. Working with loving penitence, out of loving penitence, out of compassion, out of sympathetic joy and equanimity, you can practice Dhamma there. So in this very life, we have plenty of time, but we don't have we don't have skills to be connect with their using that opportunity. While you are traveling, even in the airplane, you can use to meditate. While you are traveling, there would be some person who need your kind supports. You can use that opportunities. So it doesn't matter where you are living, what kind of professions that you are engaged in. Use your skill. To use your skills, yes, of course, we have to develop our skills. Then we know, oh, there's opportunity. There's opportunity. So then we can use that opportunity through our skills, and then we can apply Dhamma everywhere. It doesn't matter. On the earth, on the sea, on the sky, each and everywhere, we can apply Dhamma. It doesn't matter where you are. Don't worry about, oh, I have to practice Dhamma. It is separate from my life. Then you are missing everything. It is not the real way that we can practice. Yes, of course, as a lay follower, as a monastic, you have different path. Different path means same goal, but you are practicing in different ways. Monastics, they have time and they have the environment which is supporting for their practice. But lay followers, they don't have any supportive environments there. When you go out from these permissions, Bhavana society, other places, no one is there to help you to practice your Dhamma. Each and every corner, there would be people who are not supporting you, but who are supporting you to going into wrong directions. So therefore, it is a challenge. So in this challenge, we have to take this challenge as a challenge, and we have to use that as an opportunity to develop our skills and practice ourselves. So as I mentioned, in these three applications, the first thing is observances here in these retreats. So all the participants of the retreats have to observe precepts because it is part of this Dhamma practice. It is part of this practice. We are willing very important support through these observances. As we know, according to Buddhist explanations, we have 5 precepts as a laypersons to observe and live according to that 5 precepts, according to 5 precepts in the society. And particular time period, we can observe 8 precepts or 10 precepts as a lay follower. And we have Samanera Sila, and also we have Upasampada Sila. All these are directly connected with the monastic traditions. But today, in this retreat, there's opportunity for you to, away from your normal lay life, and to apply kind of monastic traditions to your life while you are here. We would like to suggest you to observe 8 monastic precepts. In 8 monastic precepts, there are 8 precepts which is very supportive to develop your mindfulness. Mind is the leader, mind is the forerunner. If mind is the leader, without controlling your mind, you can't gain nothing. How you can control your mind? Reducing your stress and anxiety. The first thing, which is very dangerous and harmful, stress and anxiety. So our duty is to take care of our stress and anxiety. How we can reduce our stress and anxiety? You have to think about the way how we gain stress. We gain stress because of fear and doubt. Doubt and fear is the reasons, the roots of stress. So then, what we have to do? We have to reduce doubt and fear from our mind to reduce stress. Without taking care of doubt and fear, impossible to reduce stress. So stress is a result of doubt and fear. So then what is the method that we can use to reduce stress and anxiety, reducing our fear and doubt? What is the method for that? Observing precepts. Observing precepts. That is the method. So that's why in here we have that traditions. We have that applications. All the residents who are here, all the participants of any retreats, they have to observe precepts. It is not by force, voluntarily. That's why I want to explain the benefits of observances. So, in 8 precepts, the first one is abstaining from killing. Abstaining from killing. Why you want to observe abstaining from killing? Because you like your life. If someone disturbing you, is someone doing any harassment for you, threatening to your life, you don't like it. So now join with the scientific approach. Imasmin sati idang hoti, when this should be. Imasmin asati idang nahoti, when this is not, that would be not there. What is that? Every volitional action has a reaction. Every volitional action has a reaction. So therefore, if you like to live yourself, so then don't disturb others' life. You have that thoughts with you, you have that desire, I want to live. That's why you have been doing all these things. For what? To live. So then, same time, you have to determine yourself, I'm abstaining from killing. I don't want to kill any living beings because I like my life. I like my life. So that's why you have to observe that precepts, abstaining from killing. Next one, abstaining from stealing. Things that belongs to you, you want to keep with you. If someone is disturbing you, if someone try to get it from you, you don't like it. Your anger rising there. So then same as you, others don't like anything trying to take in something from them without their permission. So respecting that natural law, you ready to observe, you ready to purify your mind. Oh, I don't want to take anything from anybody without their permissions. That's why you are observing that second precepts. Abstaining from all sexual activities, the third one. As we know, in mundane mind, there is no way to manage your lust thoughts. So that's why you have to make a promises yourself. Lust is dangerous, harmful. Without knowing yourself, your mind going away from you because of lust. So therefore, to protect yourself, you are controlling that desire, lust, abstaining from sexual activities here in this during this period of time here in the Bhavana. And the next one, abstaining from lying. Trustworthiness is very important. The great concept is trust. If you don't have trustworthiness yourself, nobody ready to respect you. Husband and wife relationship is developing because of trust. Parents and children's relationship is becoming great because of trust. Teachers and students relationship is building depending on trust. All the friendships are the results of your trust. So therefore, trustworthiness is very important to have a comfortable life, which is very supportive for you. That's why we observe that precepts. The fifth one is abstaining from using drugs and alcohol. We have already so many troubles in our mind. We don't need extra things to mess up our life. Driving into wrong directions, to boost up, we don't need extra things, we already have. Our mind is not clear because of defilements. Our mind is not clear in mundane way because of stress. So therefore, why you want to take much things outside? Using drugs and alcohol, what you are doing, you are driving into wrong directions, disturbing your inner peace, as well as disturbing your physical health. Why do you want to do this? You are trying to stop aging. You are trying to stop something happening to your body. Your eyes are getting weak. You are trying to stop that. Your ears are getting weak, you are trying to stop that. Your neuro faculties are getting weak, you are trying to stop that. Your heart is not functioning well as the beginning of your life, you're trying to stop that, taking so many supplements, medications, and advices from different people. So you are trying to take care of your health, and same time if you are using drugs and alcohol, your effort is not become success, because drugs, alcohol, all these are always not supporting to this body, always killing this body. So that's why we want to abstain from these drugs and alcohol, particularly to keep your mental health. That's the fifth one. And the sixth one, abstaining from eating in inappropriate times. Eating is very huge things in this mundane world. Eating is very huge things. While you are taking your breakfast, you are thinking about your lunch. While you are eating your lunch, you are thinking about your dinner. This habit is there with you. You are wasting your time. You are wasting energy. So we have to manage our time and energy. That's why the Buddha advised, try to be with a meal, and particularly try to avoid the dinner. So that's why afternoon practitioners are not paying attention to get any food afternoon, because they have plenty of time to practice if they don't pay attention afternoon any food or any meals. So abstaining from eating in inappropriate times means you are not paying any attention afternoon to have any meals. You can manage your time there. You can manage your skills to develop at more attentions. Not only that, even today, through these modern researchers, as you know, intermediate fasting is a huge thing in the society. Who introduced intermediate fasting to the society? The Buddha. The Buddha. Buddha was having conversation with his students. Buddha explained, dear friends, I'm maintaining my good health because I'm surviving with one meal per day. Meaning Champagya, there was a six group of monks that the Pali word Champagya. Addressing them, the Buddha said, my health is very good because I'm staying with one meal. What is that? That intermediate fasting. Not only that, there's another modern research. Through this research, they are looking some solutions for modern sicknesses, likewise dementia. There is supports. Some other research says some kind of skin issues can recover just being applying these fasting methods. So all these research are explaining benefits of managing your meals. Appropriate eating means you're ready to take your meals before noon. So there are benefits. So you can see that benefits applying these methods to yourself during this period of time. And next one, abstaining from going on music, singing, dancing, and using perfumes and garlands and beautifying, all these things. These are also time wasting things in your life. Yes, of course, money wasting too. So during this time, being a very sincere practitioner, very gentle and humble practitioner, you're ready to abstain from all these activities to manage your time, paying full attention on your practice. You have that opportunity. And the last one, abstaining from staying using luxurious bed, chairs, and these things. So you don't have to worry about in Bhavana, we don't have any of these things. I think you already went to see your kuti or the dome. You have only very simple bed and also mattress and very simple things. No worries there. Even in here meditation, all you don't have those kind of things. Because those things are supporting for your laziness. In here, we have to take care of our weaknesses. We have to get full supports. So to get this full support, yes, of course, we need basically these precepts to develop our insight. So that's why we are observing these precepts. Observing these precepts, you can get that mental supports. You can develop your mind. You can reduce your stress, anxiety, and you have happy, peaceful thoughts. You can enjoy, and you can use meditation and all other techniques with free mind. That's why we have to observe these precepts. Okay, so now let us observe the precepts. Taking this red books, turning to page number 12. We